Today, I want to do a coffee chat with you guys and really talk about those Sunday scaries where you're afraid to start your week, go into Monday because you may feel anxious or overwhelmed, or you have a lot going on and you feel like you don't have enough time in the few days that you have off. And this is for your typical 9 to 5 girlies who work Monday through Friday if you're like me, or if you have a weekend or a 2 day break or even an off day where you just feel like it's overwhelming to get it all done. Well, I'm going to tell you, over the last few years, I've been trying to reset, realign, and go over what is going to work best for me so that I can go into the week or go into my days as calm as possible. Well, I will tell you, I don't do this Sunday reset that we are talking about today, but it is the same concept of the Sunday scaries for me. And this is how I break it down to not the perfect routine, but really resetting, recovering, realigning, and making sure that I'm ready for the week in whatever way that is, and building a life that is not only peaceful, aligned, but also fulfilled for who I want to be. So today, I really want to share 10 areas of my life that I reset every single week. A lot of them happen on Saturday or Sunday, but it's not always perfect from week in, week out, because it's life. But it's important to understand that if I stay consistent with all of these resets, either on the weekends or towards the beginning or end of the week, that they set me up to have a great week or a next 7 days schedule that makes me feel the best. So welcome back to Balance While Blooming. My name is Bridget. I am 27 years old. I am a wife, a stepmom. I work a full 9 to 5, and I am busy. I am on the go, and there's a lot going on all of our areas of life. So I felt like today was a great way to just dive deep into the resets that I do around my house throughout the week. A lot of them do happen on Saturdays, and then Sundays is kind of like the go, where we have family dinner, where I hang out with my husband, we have date night, we drop off the child. And in the summer that has changed, but these resets don't. So no matter what your schedule is, what your weeks look like, make sure that you can fit in resets in every single area of your life. And here we don't just talk about resetting, but we talk about mindset, productivity, and so much more. And here I share the Believe to Become system. I am going through the Thrive to 30 journey, where I'm becoming my best self by the time I'm 30, and that is going through the foundation here of Believe to Become, where I'm believing in myself, building the life of my dreams, becoming my best self as I balance every area of life and bloom consistently. Now, does that mean my life is perfect? I have it all figured out? No, that's what you're here for. So join our community, subscribe, like this video, and check out all of my other videos. So let's jump into these resets. I'm going to go through them quick, and then we can really share how you reset, how you get rid of your Sunday scaries, because this for me is all just how I reset. It's not realistically what else I do to prepare myself mentally or emotionally for the week, but some of that is in here as well. So let's jump right in. First things first, everyone thinks about this. This is about resetting your home, and the piece starts with your environment. It's really important that you're talking about tidying up your spaces, making sure your laundry is done. Do you need to change over your sheets? Do you need to do that extra load of dishes? Do you have everything planned? And how can you make your environment feel homey? People walk into our house and are like, this is so cozy, so homey. It's because I have candles places, I have little throw blankets, I have everything that makes my house feel calm and cool and collected. I also like to bake on the weekends, so you have that fresh smell every single week. And we are choosing to clean not because we have to, but we're cleaning because we know that this is not only going to support us mentally, it's going to help emotionally and physically. It kind of declutters us, ignores the chaos, and understand that you need to have a clean environment so that you're not anxious and you're not working yourself up to be this best person. So as much as you're doing your physical cleaning, that is so important that we go internally so that you do a reset within yourself. It's time to really check in with yourself. How was this week? Are you tired? Are you burnt out? You're excited? What do you need to do so that you can not only empty all the thoughts and brain dump and let it all out, but really pour into your next week with success, fulfillment, and joy. So, do you need to connect with yourself by journaling? Do you need to go into your faith? Do you need to really just be gratitude? Or do you just need to read about how to handle your own emotions? Because before you can plan for so much more, you had to declutter your space, and then you need to reset the area that you are currently in. That being said, now we are going to lead with time, with resetting where you need to be, how you need to do it, and how your week is going to look. If you're always chasing for the next thing, something is coming up. Life is, of course, going to happen, but it's important that you are reviewing the calendar, that you are checking deadlines, you're understanding your doctor's appointments, you're making your date nights, you understand what your family is doing. It will make you feel less overwhelmed and really in control of what is coming in that next week. Especially for me and my husband. My stepson lives about 45 minutes from us. Especially in the summer, it's almost an hour to go and get him, so we need to make sure who's going to get him, what's the schedule, is he going to his friend's house, does he have his sports, what does he have going on. And then my mother-in-law, we bring her to doctor's appointments, my husband has appointments, I have appointments, I have a job, I have deadlines I have to do, I have things I'm working on with Balance While Blooming. How do we get everything done in a week that is no longer overwhelming us, but we have a plan of this is what we do, this is when we do that, and this is the schedule that we are doing for success for us. And that's how you reset your time. Same with your health. What is it going to look like when you reset your food and your body? I'm merging these two together, but they are technically two, of resetting your health and resetting your body. I want to make sure that my movement is decided and my healthy choices are there before I crave something. So this is meal planning, going to the grocery store, making sure that I have the right snacks that I want, the vitamins I want. We're not getting takeout. We aren't going out to eat all the time. And we're prepping for the future you of who wants to cook, who wants to have fun. And yes, I bake. Yes, I have sweets in my house, but when can I have those? How do I cut myself back? And what does it look like for me to start moving, have that recovery when my brain needs it, and my workout schedule? When can I make time for that? It's less about having to choose when you already have decided. You get to follow through, keep your promises, and really believe in yourself as you not only make the meals that you say you're going to make, but you're moving your body the way you want, and that you are consistent with the life that you want for your future self. And this is where you go mentally. How are you checking in? Are you doing that brain dump? Where are you journaling? How is your to-do list? Where are you at with your dreams? What ideas do you have? How can you live your best life? What is going on up here that lets you live the most ideal life? Happiness, fulfillment, joy. Lean into that. Resetting my mind is so much fun. I get to think about all the things that I thought about that week. I get to dream bigger. I get to be excited for what's next. And it's really just not living in my head, but understanding that these are real thoughts, real feelings, and that I can have everything and anything that I want, but I need to pull this energy out from my head and really put it out on the table of what could be possible. Let's take a step back with that and go back into reality. I know a lot of people don't like talking about their budgets and their bills and upcoming expenses or savings or spending, but it is really important that you reset your money. I do this towards mid to end week when we get paid, just to make sure that we are on track, that we are not in fear of our money. We know where our money's going, and it's not about avoiding the situation. It's actually that awareness of where you're at with your money. Not only that does it help me with my spending, with my savings, and paying my bills on time, I feel really confident in who I am. So let's talk about that confidence. You need to have confidence throughout the week. You need to have that reset of when are you going to do your hair? When are you going to do your skincare? When are you going to pull out your outfits of when you feel good? For me, I pull out my outfits throughout the week. I pull out my gym outfits and my work outfits. Of course, I have a whole closet. I have things that I can pick and pull from, but it's never about looking perfect or fitting into this box. It's really about what does it feel like inside, and how can I find beauty from within, from how I look, the way I want to be, and how I'm showing up. And one big part of that for me, of a big reset, is an everything shower. I try to do it once or twice a week, where I wash my hair, I do all my skincare, I do my exfoliant, I do everything from top notch. It's usually Saturday or Sundays, and then midweek I do a hair wash day. And then skincare, I am working on this Check My July reset. I'm really trying to just take care of every part of who I am and giving all that energy, as I'm not only trying to be healthier from the inside, but feel confident about who I am. And a part of that is really resetting my energy. This is my favorite part of the reset, where I get to just slow down, either be with my family, have some TV time, have an early bedtime, set that candle, listen to my own podcast, do what I want. And this is where the balance really comes in of who I want to become. It's giving myself time to not only rest, but not feel as productive and needing to go. And it allows me to understand that I get to slow down. I get to romanticize my life and show up for who I want to be. And I'm really excited about that, because it lets me also reset my intention of who I want to be. And this is where I love finishing up my weekend, or what I need to do. It's really important that I start the week, or start that next week. As I said, I do a lot of these on Saturdays, but some of them on Sundays. What do I want out of this week? Do I want to be present? Do I need to be disciplined? Do I need to be joyful? Do I get to be confident? Do I get to be courageous? Do I get to step out of my comfort zone? Do I need to be more focused or peaceful or gentle with my life? This is where it becomes a week in a lens, where you focus in on who you want to be this week, how you can show up, and the reset that you need to take. I think it's important that you decide what your areas of life that you want to really focus on, and how you can not only believe in them and that you can take action and do the things, but also that you take a step back and understand that it's not a reset on this specific day or the specific time that fits the mold of the Sunday Scaries that most people do. But it's really about not having the Sunday Scaries, because you feel confident in your life, you know that you have control, and you've set up a system for success. I never want to end a Sunday being afraid to go to work, or feeling like I don't have enough going on, or that I don't have it all figured out. I do. And it's important to take that step back and understand that I am going into this new work week with a purpose, with a passion, with a plan, and understanding that that is my best self. This is the best version I can be for this week. And I think that we need to stop following the perfect trends or the perfect routine, but understanding that it's really about not squeezing out all this energy and effort and thought process. And it's about understanding that everything is possible. You can figure it out. And if you want to do all these resets in one day, I've done that. There's certain weeks I have to, and I have to plan, and I have to prep. But for me, it's really about creating a life that I want, and that I'm not escaping from a reality for 5 days a week. We live 7 days. We have the evenings. We have so much time in between. We are all living the same 24 hours for 7 days a week, for 365 days a year, for as long as we are willing to live here and able. And that's so important to me, to understand that there's going to be some weeks where I get to do all these resets, and there's some weeks where I only get to do 1 or 2 of these, and I have to sprinkle them along. But it's important that we are intentionally building, we are intentionally blooming, and we're finding balance so that we can become this person. Because blooming isn't about being perfect. It isn't about finding this perfect routine that looks cookie cutter and great and aesthetically pleasing. It's about what works for you. So I give you a little bit of reset about every single area of my life. I want to hear how you reset for a new week, for a new day, or for a new chapter of life. I think it looks different every single week, but little by little we can start figuring out what works best for our life. You can take everything I put here or pick and choose what works for you. But I want to know how you get to walk into Mondays or Sundays or whenever your week starts, not being scared, and you get to ask yourself, how did I get everything done? Wow, I am so proud of myself. And what else do I need to do to make my life feel less chaotic, more fulfilled, and more joyful? And that's all I ask as we go into new weeks, new chapters, and new seasons of life, that you grab a cup of coffee, you sit down, you plan it out and that you figure out what works for you so that you can keep believing, keep building, keep balancing, keep blooming, and one day at a time. We are all on our own journey, on our own path. We will become our best selves one day at a time. And this is a coffee chat for you. I try to do these every other Monday as much as possible, but there's so much more happening here at Balance While Blooming. So don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and check out other videos about productivity, mindset, growth, goal setting, and so much more. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.